it's really exciting. Weather forecast looks half decent as well. 10, 11 degrees in Dublin. Not maybe the damp squib that we've maybe witnessed in the past at the Aviva Stadium. France have won the last 3 games against Ireland in the Six Nations. Obviously won 2 years ago. I think it was 15-13, very tight encounter. But the 3 losses that Ireland have all come in single digit margins. So single figure margins. So it's going to be really, really tight. I think it's the referee as well. You look at the referee for this game, it's Wayne Barnes. Any games that he is involved in, there's always controversial decisions. There's always last gasp moments. The whole stadium's holding their breath, and for some reason, it just seems to be much tighter when he's got the whistle. And I think a lot of Irish fans will be a little cautious and apprehensive of maybe some decisions going against them, especially after last week, because France were blown off the pitch by Matthew Carley, the referee, 18 penalties. Sean Edwards had said in his post-match interview that he'd never been involved in a team in his whole career to give away that many penalties in an international match. So, that's an area of their game that they're going to brush up on, and it's going to be an epic encounter. As you rightly say, number 1 in the world versus number 2 in the world. Ireland are 5-point favourites. I think the reason for that is because they're playing at home and also because of their comprehensive victory last week. I think that's been one of the most positive things to come out of this this year so far, and it only being one game in Wales was, the challenges that they faced leading into that game, losing Cian Healy. Tag Furlong obviously wasn't available. Gibson Park, I think it was a couple of days before, had to pull out. Conor Murray, I think he's only started 3 or 4 games for Munster all season. Very little rugby. Obviously second choice during the Autumn International Series as well. And he came in and played very, very well for 40 or 50 minutes of that match. And that's where Ireland need to get to. Andy Farrell and his coaching staff realise that and understand it, that when they get to a Rugby World Cup, that it's not going to be the same 23 players that are wheeled out week in, week out, and that are going to go the whole way to a final. We all bloody hope that happens, but history tells us, and the reality of it is that this isn't that won't happen. So I think it's a good thing. I think sometimes, Donny, we all sit and wait for the team sheets to come out and go, oh geez, why is he not playing? Why is he not playing? Why is he not playing? And now we're seeing guys been given an opportunity, albeit because of injuries. But that's only a good thing for the squad. And if they can get a big win against France at home, considering that they're losing a lot of quality in their team selection currently at the minute, then that'll do wonders for their mentality and for their mindset when they approach big games. Before maybe they have a challenge of losing somebody like a Tag Furlong in the lead up to a Rugby World Cup quarter-final or semi-final. And just to rewind back 1 year, Ireland lost Johnny Sexton getting into this fixture, and Joey Carberry stepped in. And yes, he played okay, but Ireland got off to a very slow start, and they were playing catch-up, and that's not the way Ireland like to play. You look at the way they put points on teams. It's very early in the first half. They get a lead, and then they just capitalise on the opposition's mistakes and then get after them. So it's brilliant that Johnny Sexton's fit for this weekend, and I'm sure he'll be really wanting to get that victory, considering he missed out last year. I'm leaning towards Ireland for the win. I think Ireland are 1-2 for the win, and something that's the bookmakers are always very, very close on the winning margins, or the margins, the points difference margins. And this week, I'm going to go Ireland by 5 points on the margin. So that would make it, if you went for a draw on the margin, it's 25-1 on a draw on the margin. And as I said there, the last 3 encounters have been all very, very close, one-score games, really. So I think this is going to be something very similar. And France are going to be much better than they were last week. We're all hoping that Ireland can pick up where they left off last week. And I think if that happens, then it will be in around that 5 points. The Irish bench, for me, is slightly weaker. And, with the heavy artillery that the French possess, and, the heavy-duty rampaging forwards that when they get their tails up, they could be very, very dominating. So get an upper hand, or at least parity in the forwards when it comes to set piece. I think we have enough ammunition in the back line to cause them serious problems. So yeah, my sort of tip or outside bet of the week would be a draw on the handicap at 25-1, but a definite